You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know you guys see the title, and yes, bro, we're finally making the editor's tutorial, and I know Omegle got deleted, but there's an app called Omi.tv, which is like pretty much the exact same thing, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it on there too. Before we start, the only things you're gonna need to do edit RIZZ is to be on a computer, and you're gonna have to download OBS Studio and Voice Mod. Those are the only two apps you'll need. And the links to the downloads for both of those apps are gonna be in the description. Now, when you first download OBS, it should look something like this. The first thing you're gonna have to do is go to sources, and then you're gonna find video capture device here at the bottom. And then you're gonna select your camera. And then now you should be able to see yourself in OBS, right? This first part is gonna be kind of cringe, but like it's necessary, you know what I'm saying? You gotta do this to make the edit. What you're gonna wanna do is just look at the camera and try like look as light skinned as possible. It's cringe, bro, but you gotta do what you gotta do. But also the way I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make sure that when I start like moving around, I'm gonna start with my head down and start by lifting it up like this, because that's how I'm gonna transition into the edit when I start, you know what I'm saying, playing it. And then now I'm gonna just go and I'm gonna do the moves. It's gonna look weird, but you know what I'm saying, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Also, make sure when you stop, when you end like your moves, make sure you end with your hand over the camera. You can either like swipe it like this or tap it like that, whichever way you want to do it. Both ways work. Now for this next part, you're gonna want to get an editor. The app I use to make my edits is Wondershare Filmora. It's like really easy to do it there, but I'm sure, you know what I'm saying, not all you guys have that. And it can still be done on CapCut, but me personally, I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying, edit on CapCut since I don't use it. So I'm gonna just show you guys like the pretty much the exact way that I've been doing it. Okay, now you guys see I have my Wondershare Filmora open. I'm about to show you guys how I edit this. And also the audio I'm gonna use is UI. And if you guys, you know what I'm saying, want audios, I'm gonna put every audio that I've ever used in the description of this video. Now how I do this, the first thing I'm gonna put down is the edit audio, and I'm gonna just listen to it and like make cuts on every mini beat drop, if you know what I mean. There you go, right on the beat drop here. I'm gonna make one cut right here. And then just like that, I made cuts on every like beat pretty much. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the video of me moving around trying to look light skinned, and I'm gonna make cuts every time like I hit a move. I'm gonna make another cut. So one move there, cut. And then at the start of my next move, I make a cut. When the move is over, I cut again. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. Now that I have every single move that I did there cut out, I'm gonna speed ramp the clips. And you guys, I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I do it, how I do it in Filmora. So if you double click on the video, then you click speed at the top here, and you go to speed ramping. You want to put it on flash in, right? And basically what you want to do, you can pretty much just follow along with what I'm doing if you're using Filmora or any other app. But this top line here is at 5x speed, and the bottom line I'm gonna drag it down to 0.5x. Here, this is exactly how I do mine. I drag this back here, and I drag it down to 0.5 speed. So it goes from 5x speed to 0.5 speed. And then I cut it out. I line up the cuts with the clips with the cuts in the audio. And yeah, so I'm gonna just go flash in, drag this back a little bit, drag this down, and drag this down. Then once again, I'm lining up the cuts with the videos, the cuts in the audios. Now that every clip is speed ramped, your video should look something like this. yeah, that's pretty much what it should look like now. And I'm gonna show you the exact effects that I use. I'm not sure if they have these exact effects on CapCut, but I'm sure they have, you know what I'm saying, effects that are similar to it. So what I do is on the first clip and on the first clip only, I'll put the blur effect over it. And for every other clip, I'm gonna put the square blur effect over it. But I'm only put the square blur effect for half of the clip. So it should look something like this. And I'm gonna just copy and paste it over every other clip. So you guys see it, I use the blur effect only on the first clip, and then I use square blur for the first half of every single other clip. And then what I also do is I use the glow effect for the entire clip, and I use it on every other clip. So the glow effect, which makes everything really bright, I use it once every 2 clips. To end it all, I put dispersion blur. I put dispersion blur over every single clip. And that's pretty much every effect I use. I swear that everything will be just fine. I wish that we could take some time. That's pretty much what it should look like. And then the last thing I do is I use the dissolve transition and I put it on every single effect, but I put it at the end of the effect so it fades out. You guys will see what I'm saying here. I'm putting at the end of every effect so it fades out. You'll see how much better it looks with this dissolve effect. Come up here. And yes, this is what it should look like. So dissolve effect on like literally every single filter, but you put out the end of the filter so it looks smooth. And this is what it should look like now. I swear that everything will be just fine. I wish that we could take some time. And that's pretty much it for my edit. Before you export the edit, what you want to do is delete the audio so that you only have the edit with no sound. It should look like this with no sound, of course. You want to go export, edit, and then you want to click export. Now that you're completely done and that you have the video made and it's already saved on your computer somewhere, you're going to want to look under sources. You want to click the plus. You're going to add a media source, create new. It's going to be a local file, so you're going to want to click browse. You're pretty much just going to look for where you saved the video and then just add it to your OBS. Whenever you unhide this video, the edit is going to play. So how I've been doing on my edits, I just unhide the video and I make it look like I'm actually going into an edit. So I go like this and it looks smooth. But now what I'm going to show you guys is how to set this up with a hotkey so that with just the click of one button, you can start the edit, you can hide it and unhide it. So what you're going to do, you're going to want to go into settings. You're going to find your source. You see how it's called media source 2. You're going to find it in your hotkeys. And what you're going to want to do is see where it says show media source and hide media source. You're going to want to make a keybind. So the button I use is W. So you're going to add W or whatever button you're using. So you're going to want to make W the keybind to show the media source and also the keybind to hide the media source. And then you're going to want to click apply. Okay. So whenever I click W, this is what's going to happen on my camera. And if I click it again, it ends. And that's pretty much how you do it. You're going to want to go put your head down and then you're going to click W. And now the edit should play. But what you got to remember is that when the edit's ending, you got to remember to put your hand back over the camera so it looks, oh, I kind of messed that one up there. But you're going to want to put your hand over the camera so it looks smooth, like you're actually going in and out of an edit. Now for the next part of the video, You're gonna need to download voice mod. Once again, guys, the link to download voice mod will be in the description of this video. And once you have your voice mod downloaded and you open it, it should look, you know what I'm saying, something like this. I can move my camera down here. It should look something like this, right? And basically what you're gonna wanna do is go to soundboard. You're gonna wanna browse files and pick the audio that you chose for the edit. So the audio I use is OEV2. Now once OEV2 is added, you're gonna wanna click on it. And on the right side here, it should say add keybind. The keybind I use is 1. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you can use whichever keybind you want, but for the example here, I'm gonna just use 1. And then that's pretty much it. See, now that I have the voice mod set up and the OBS set up, right? When I click 1, the audio is gonna start playing. And when I click W, the edit is gonna start playing. And if you guys saw what I did there, I started the edit on the beat drop. So I'm gonna let the audio play a little bit at the start. And then when the beat drops, I'm gonna click W and go into the edit. And it should look something like this. Ready? And then yeah, that's pretty much how you do the editors, bro. But now to be able to use OBS as your actual camera, in the bottom right corner of your OBS, you should see a button here that says start virtual camera. And basically, once you click it, you can use OBS as your camera on pretty much any website except for OmeTV. So you can use it on like Discord or Zoom, pretty much wherever you want to. And now just to show like as a quick example of how this would work, I joined my Discord server. And now basically what I'm going to do here, right click, turn on my camera, and I'm going to select HD camera C922X. For you guys, it should say OBS virtual camera, but I changed the name of mine and I'm gonna tell you why in a little bit. So yeah, once you click it and turn on your camera, it should look like this, right? This is what it should look like, but because then once you go back into OBS and you click start virtual camera and then go back, it'll look like this. And then now I'm in Discord on my OBS camera. And I'm gonna do the editors one time here. So when I click 1, the audio will start, and then yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the Discord. Now for this next part of the video, I'm gonna show you guys how to use the edit RIZZ on OmeTV. Now this part is definitely like a lot harder and it's a lot more annoying to do, but I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I did it. Now there's a link. It's not a virus that I put in the description of the video. It should be called camera method. And basically there's gonna be a file. And when you download the file, if you open it, it's gonna change the name of your OBS virtual camera to HD camera C922X. That's why my camera name was different. Once you download it, this is what you should see. And you're gonna wanna click on the file and then click OBS camera registration 1. Click yes, yes. And the next part you're gonna wanna do, click OBS camera registration 2, yes, and yes. And then basically that should be it. Now you should be able to see that if you open up Discord again and you try to change your camera, HD camera C922X should pop up, and that's how you know you're on the right track. Now when you go on Ome.tv, you're still not gonna see HD camera C922X. And basically the next part of this, you're gonna have to disable or plug out every camera that you have, restart your computer and turn it back on. So I'm gonna show you how to do that now. When you're on your computer, you're gonna wanna type search at the bottom here and type in device manager. When you type that in, this should pop up. You're just gonna click on it. You're gonna go to cameras and see these are both my cameras here. Elgato Facecam and NZXT Signal HD 60 video. What you're gonna wanna do is disable the device. There's one camera disabled, and for this next one, you're going to disable the device again. Both of these cameras are disabled, and you see it says enable device when I click on them. They're both disabled. The only reason you can still see me from this one is because for this like to be taken into effect, I'm gonna have to restart my computer, and I'm gonna do that now. But I'm gonna record on my phone, and you guys will see like exactly what you're supposed to do. So you guys see I'm here now. I'm recording on OBS. I'm gonna close this out. Hold on, let me save the recording first. I'm gonna save the recording. I'm gonna close this out. Now what I'm gonna do is restart my computer. Okay, and yeah, restart anyways. My computer is back on. I type in my password and I'm in. So as I said, guys, the first thing you're gonna want to open is voice mod. Oops, my fault. First thing you're gonna open is voice mod. You're also gonna want to open up OBS just to be safe. So I have OBS open and voice mod is opening right now. Okay. Now that voice mod is open and OBS is open, I'm gonna open up Google Chrome. And the first site I'm gonna go to is OmeTV. And now as you guys see, it's loading. It allows me to use HD camera C9 22X. And the microphone I'm gonna use is, where's voice mod? Voice mod. And now, all I have to do is go back on my computer. I have to go to the device manager. Come here and enable back my cameras. And if you guys chose to plug out your cameras, you could just plug it back in now and everything should be good. Now I'm back, guys, and on OmeTV, it should look like this. And I open up my OBS again. And then when I click start virtual camera, you see my camera actually turn on in OmeTV. And when I click W, that still happens. And when I click 1, that still happens. So now I can hide my OBS. And basically, you guys can just watch me cook.
It's you, bro. You're the
What's
dude
up,
that
bro?
be doing the transitions and shit.
Yes, sir,
The
bro.
RIZZ transitions, bro. I never thought I'd meet you. That's crazy.
Yes, sir. You want to see one?
Absolutely.
All right, bet.
Bro, okay,
Yeah,
how
bro.
do you do it? How do you
How do I do it? Honestly, it's like whenever I hear the sound, it kind of just like happens. That's pretty much it for the edit RIZZ tutorial. So thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. And I'm saying thank you guys again. We're at like 150K, which is crazy. Really thankful. Thank you guys very much. I'll see you guys in the next one.